Hi everybody, it's Kayla from Kayla Crochet Love, and I'm coming to you today for August's square. You can see it here. It's a little bit ruffled along the edges, but that's just because it needs to be blocked. But this square is very easy, and yeah, it has just a lot of back post, front post action. And yeah, so very easy, and I will show you how to make that. Just gotta make sure my camera doesn't fall. So, whoop, there it goes. Okay, there we go. Sorry about that, guys. So anyways, I've already made my square, so I will be just doing a smaller sample. So for this square, I used Lily Sugar and Cream Twists. Sugar and Cream Twists. This is the colorway Cottage Twist. It just kind of reminded me of August. Just the color's kind of summery, but not extremely bright at the same time. And I would suggest using, you'll most likely need a full one of these, because I had about half of one and then I had to use another one. So you need at least a full one, or just need to see if I can find the yardage. So in one of these there's approximately 150 yards, so you'll need at least 150 yards, and it is a worsted weight. So we will go ahead and get started. Now, like I said, I already have my square done, so I will be showing you on a smaller square, or smaller sample here. So to start, you're going to want to chain 40. So I chained 20 here, but you want to chain 40. Okay, so go ahead and do that. And then you're going to work in the third chain from the hook. So you're going to skip these two, and you're going to work right here. And you're going to double crochet in each chain across. Oops. One thing with this yarn, it does kind of split. But of course you can use whatever yarn you want. It doesn't have to be cotton. I forgot to mention this is 100% cotton. It can be acrylic as if you would like as well. It's totally up to you. So you're going to continue one double crochet in each chain. Coming up to the end here. Sorry if my hands wander off. Alright, so I'm into my last chain here. And you should have a total of 38 double crochets. The chain at the front here, that does not count as a stitch. So you should have 38 double crochets, sorry, 38 double crochets across. So then you're going to chain 2, and your chain 2 does not count as a stitch throughout this pattern. And then you're going to double crochet right at the bottom of the chain 2 there in your first stitch. So double crochet. Okay, and then you're going to do a front post double crochet, and then a back post double crochet around the next. That. So front post, back post, then you're going to front post again and then around the next post, and back post around the next. So you're just going to repeat that. One front post, one back post, one front post, one back post. So you're going to do that until you have one stitch remaining. you hear scratches, my dog is at the door because he wants in. I'm just going to fix that one. But I know if he's in here, he will just distract me more than he already is. Feel free to speed up the video anytime. Okay, so you can see here I still have 2 stitches left. So you're going to do your last back post, double crochet, and then instead of doing a post stitch, you're going to go right into the top of your stitch there and double crochet. So it should look like this so far. Of course yours will be longer. So for the rest of the pattern, all you're going to do is you're going to chain 2, turn, double crochet in that same stitch, and then you're going to continue doing your front post, back posts. So front post, back post. Front post and back post. Oops. Can be a little fiddly if you're not used to it, but it is very easy, and I just love the look of the front post, back post double crochets. Gives it a lot of texture. Oops. And one thing I want to point out too, you won't notice it so much right now, but the more you work on your square, the skinnier it might seem like it's getting. That's just from the post stitches, it seems, and that's totally normal. If it gets too skinny, you just have to make sure you continue to have 38 stitches as you go. Okay, so just doing my last back post, and again you just want to work at the top of your next stitch, which is right here. So you're just going to double crochet right in there, and that's all you have to do for the rest of the square. And I will come back and tell you how many rows you need to do, because I forgot to count that before. Okay, so I just counted, and you're going to want to do a total of 23 post stitch rows. So that'll be your total. So I'm just going to move along from here, and I'm going to show you how I did this border, which is very simple. So you're going to again chain up 2. You're going to turn your work, and you're just going to double crochet in each stitch across. And if yours turns out a little bit ruffled, that is okay, because it will, hopefully, it should unblock, or it should unruffle when you block it, which I do recommend blocking before we sew the squares together. I think it'll just make it a little bit easier to sew together. But I'm going to do that when I have all my squares done. Okay, so we're at our last stitch here, and you're going to put 3 double crochets in that last stitch, and that's going to round your corner. Oops. And then you're going to continue down your side here. So what you want to do here is you just got to kind of find where you could put your hook for a stitch. And it could be a little tight. You're just going to keep going along doing double crochets. Across. Okay. So I'm at my corner again. So again, we're going to put 3 double crochets in the corner. And this is your bottom half, or your the bottom of where you started. There's your starting tail. So you should be able to actually double crochet into the loops at the bottom there. So double crochet in each of those. Sorry, my hands keep going off screen. Like I said, you can speed this up if you'd like. Just since I'm on a smaller scale here, I just figured I'd go along with you guys. Oops. Oh, catching my yarn. The one thing with this peaches and, this sugar and cream, I really like the looks of it, but it's made with separate strands, you can see, and they're not wound extremely tight together. So they do tend to split, but I just think it looks really cool. So as long as you're paying attention, it's not a problem. Okay, so again, at our last stitch, we're going to put 3 double crochets. Right in there. 1, 2, 3. And we're going to keep going. So one tip is once you get here, which is your tail, is to crochet it in as you go. So you're going to do like we did before, and you're just going to kind of find the stitches. And crochet your tail in. It's an easy way to weave in your end there. So you don't have to do it along the whole thing, you can just do it for a few stitches and then drop it. And you can weave that in too if you want. So I'm just trying to, okay. Keep going. Okay, so we're technically at our last stitch here. So we're going to put 2 double crochets. So I have 1, we're going to put 1 more right there, and then you just have to slip stitch to the top of the first stitch here to round your corner. So again, like I said, this is just a small sample. So yeah, just double crocheting all the way around and putting 3 double crochets where your corners would be. And that's really all there is to it, guys. I think it looks pretty neat, and I love the texture. It's very squishy. I think it would make a really cool big blanket too. So yeah, that's it, guys. If you have any questions, feel free to ask me. You can email me at kaylacrochetlove@gmail.com, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye!